Okay, welcome on how to use the click training to train your dog. So one of the things that you need obviously is a dog. There's Rose. You want to have some treats and any type of device that make a noise. In this case I have this, and then you can get those at basically any store. Okay, the first thing we want to do is charge the clicker, meaning that we want to give a meaning to the clicker. So the way to do this is you just first click it and then give the dog a treat. And then you should do this 10 to 27 times. It really depends on your dog and how fast they're able to associate the clicker with a positive reinforcement. Okay, the second phase of this training is now that the dog associates the clicking with the positive reinforcement and the clicker has a meaning, we want to reinforce those behaviors that the dog does on his own that we want to keep, that we think they're great, and that's the behavior that we want. So if we want to start teaching them how to sit, then we can either cue them, try to help them to do them on their own, or you can just wait until they do it naturally and then click and give a treat until they start doing it on their own. So for example, Rose just sat here. I'm gonna click and then give a treat. And then you want to do this until the dog starts doing it on his own. So let's see if she would. And then this is where the patient part comes, because you have to wait until the dog does the behavior naturally, and then you click and then give a treat. Good girl. Okay, once your dog starts doing the behavior on his own, then you want to start introducing a cue to do that behavior. You can either use a hand motion, or you can say the word. You can say sit or whatever command you want them to do, or the word to use. So you just wait and then you sit, click, and then give a treat. And then you want to continue this until the dog associates the word sitting with that behavior, and then the clicking and then reinforcement. So this also may take a while, because then you have to wait for the dog to sit. Good girl. Once you have introduced that command or that signal, then all you have to do is just say it. Well, there you go. Rose already said. But then you just click and then give it. Good girl. Now, once the dog sits, you want them to get up and get out of that behavior, because you want them to have more opportunities to practice, I guess, if you want to stay. So Rose, sit. See, I don't even have to say it. Click. Good girl. The great thing about this program is that you can keep rewarding behaviors that your dog already does on their own. For example, every time we leave the house, Rose knows that she needs to get on her crate. So, Rose, get in. That's a good girl. You click and give a treat. Let's just close that. There we go. And it's a fun way for the dogs, to keep doing the behavior that you want, and then and for you to, develop a connection with the dog. So let's review the steps. First, you want to give meaning to the clicker, and you just click and give a treat. The second step is reinforce the desired behaviors that you want on your dog. And the third step is to, once the dog starts doing those behavior on his own, because they want to get a treat, and then they know, you're gonna click and then give them a treat, then you want to start introducing a word or a hand signal.